on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Looking to throw on second down. Miles. Throw left side complete. That's Joseph. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. The Falcons at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now you look at the Saints defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Operating from the gun, Miles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 3rd down, Miles. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This 2nd and 4. They run the draw here with Robinson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. On the return is Williams. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to work. How about this? Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. For their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well
Point
done.
A, B, and C.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
To throw on second down, Miles. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Shotgun now for Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Richie Grant in on the tackle. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Miles. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Miles. Over the middle, caught by London. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Miles. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Joseph. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Miles. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
But they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Miles. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Miles. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
What now? White Monday down. What's up?
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create speed.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that's going to be good for another. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing now is Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with
touchdown. Tyler Higbee, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Here's Grupe for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14, Falcons nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Coming left is Kamara. Pushing his way inside the 40. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up second and
2. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Miles.
Throw left side. There's London.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Back to throw. Miles.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Miles.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Here's Williams to return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. To throw his Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Working from the gun, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A give. This is Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now Carr again. They'll get this out to Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Groupie for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Saints 24, Falcons nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On 1st and 10, Miles. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Miles. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Miles under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 160 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Kamara try the right side, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Here's Grupe for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons, nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Miles looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Miles. This ball down the field for Pitts. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go and taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.